Okay, I'm going to show you very quickly how to create a rubric in Google Classroom for assessing a student's work. And I'm going to use the model of a single point rubric, which just has one mastery criteria and you decide whether they've met it, exceeded it, or need a bit more work. I'm going to use Jessie Flanagan's English Gothic poems task as the example, just to demonstrate this process. So in Google Classroom, you need to create a new assignment. I've already got the instructions copied here. So the instructions go in there, and once you've put a bit of information, it will allow you to create a rubric, which is down here. Click on that, create rubric. So we're just going to call it the poem, is the overall title. And because it's a single point rubric, we're going to do it this way. 1 equals needs work. 2 equals met criteria. There's probably better ways to express this, so I'm doing it very fast. 3 equals exceeded expectations. Now, that's just the titles. Now this is where you actually make the rubric that you can use to mark it. So let's make a 3-tiered rubric. 1 point is going to be needs work. So we can copy and paste that if we want, or type it in. Needs work, description. Teacher will comment on areas for improvement. Two is going to be if they've met the criteria. So we just put, you have successfully met the criteria for this task, or something better than that. I'm just doing a really quick version. 3, exceeded expectations. You have done more than was required. And again, you could probably express it better. I'm rushing now because I've got to go and pick up my kids in a few minutes. Teacher will explain how you exceeded expectations. And that is it. You can put up to 10 of these in a row, and then you can actually add new criteria down below, so it can be different outcomes or whatever. So you can add multiple ones, but 10 is the limit across for the number of different marks you can give for each criteria. So you save that up here. And then you assign the assignment. It's up here now in the classwork. If we have a look at it, open it, click on the rubric, you'll see the rubric there. But if you go view assignment and assuming someone's handed in, here's our students, here's Monica Anderson, she's a very good student, I've heard. Here's our rubric, and for each student you can just click on the right score for them. So if I click on 2, Monica's met the criteria, it will give her a score of 2 out of 3. Now I've set this is set to 100 how Jessie had it. That's just random at the moment. You would probably set that to 3 if you're scoring out of 3. So if you can edit that later. It's best to do it at the start though. And then if you want to give, if they've not met the criteria or they need work, you can add a comment down here. Or either way, you can give feedback as a comment to any student there as well. So the other thing you could do now is reuse this rubric in another task. So if I wanted to make another assignment, and I'm just going to call it blah, 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 can't spell blah. Instructions are blah. And the rubric now, I can, instead of typing that all again, I can reuse that rubric. Come up with a list of any rubrics you have in here. This is the only one, and there's the task that I just created. I'm now reusing the rubric I just made for a new task. Now, with a single point rubric, that's really useful because it's the same kind of model If you have very generic language that of a rubric you can use for any task if you're using a single point rubric. So you can just copy and paste it, or you copy it this way and use it again. I'm not going to bother putting that on, but that's how you do it. Okay, that's it.